film, that one principle among them, that where like I said, it's almost as shocking that these guys are talking quietly about what it means to be a man, or what their greatest fears or hopes are. That's as shocking as any of the wild thriller type stuff that's in the movie.
Now, Young Guns.
Yeah, man.
On top of the list, for one of my favorites growing up with a kid.
Yeah.
How have you changed basically your acting style or anything like that from that film to where you're at right now? I mean, how your attitude maybe.
Right. I don't know, because I remember I had the same sensation on this movie as I did on that. I'm not surprised you bring it up. It's a gang movie.
Right.
Get cool guys, actors that must be fun to hang out with. All of that's the same. And so in some ways, here at 47 years old, I'm shooting this movie, and I feel like I'm 23 again. I mean, it literally erased decades, because I'm springing out of bed at 4 in the morning. I can't wait to get to work. I could have said this at the press junket for Young Guns, because I'd go out there and I'd run out and I'd jump on a horse and I'd shoot your day. Here now, I go out there and just put a couple coats on and go out there and stand in the cold, and it was just one of these ripping experiences. You knew as you were doing it that it was going to remain unforgettable. Young Guns was it was 23 years ago, 24 years ago, and I go into a movie like this and it feels like it was yesterday.
It just shows your staying power. I think this movie has that feel to it, to where it can become a classic. I mean, me personally, I think
so too. I had that same thing. And the thing that happened with Young Guns is it came out right that same moment where everybody finally got a VCR player in their house.
Right.
And it was the first movie that ever released the cassette, because there wasn't even DVD then.
Right.
They released the cassette about 6 weeks after the movie left the theaters. They do that. That's what they do now.
Right, yeah.
But what it did for the first time was allow people to see a movie over and over again. And so 14-year-old kick-ass kids were like, let's watch it again.
Let's go outside
Let's watch it again, man. We'll see Spaceballs, and then we'll watch Young Guns again, and then we'll get, it's like, hey, what else? Fast Times, we'll watch that, but then we'll watch Young Guns again. Yeah. And so guys, I presume your age, had that experience where it's like this repeat thing.
Over and over again,
And it's fantastic, because it's a different kind of fan, than somebody, even the romantic comedies where people view Best Friend's Wedding weekly still, and that's 15, 20 years old, but Young Guns has that thing where the guys, I was a kid when that stuck with me.
Right.
And I had the same experience doing this, because it sent me back.
How's Hollywood changed? I mean, I'm sure it's huge.
Hollywood, I don't know. I think Hollywood's probably already been operating this way all along, and I didn't know it. I don't know it exactly. Recently, I saw a movie that I was in called Where the Day Takes You. Do you remember that one? Mm-hmm. Street kids on Hollywood that kind of group up and make this family. So it has elements like this. This ad hoc kind of group that. The last shot in that movie pulls up in a way, the Steadicam guy gets on a helicopter, and off they go, right? And you see Hollywood Boulevard, and it's like a wasteland. We shot this in 1989, 90, and Kodak Theater is not there. It's an empty parking lot. There's a construction site over there that became, it's unbelievable to see that now. So Hollywood has physically changed, but in a lot of ways I think that, hard work pays off. Like it does in a lot of businesses. I certainly learned that because I still can land a job like this,
And The Big Miracle.
Yeah, Big Miracle's good.
Coming up soon. Can you tell me just a little bit about your role in the film?
Yeah, I play the colonel in the National Guard in Alaska in the mid-'80s, 85 or 86.
Back to the cold.
What's that?
Back to the cold.
Yeah, we shot this one first, so I actually done Anchorage for 2.5 months, and then went to BC to do this one. So I was the one that knew how to knew how to dress. But it's a really good multi-ensemble cast: Drew Barrymore, John Krasinski, Kristen Bell, all great. It's funny, but it's really warm, heartwarming family type of movie where all these disparate storylines are all focusing on the same thing. So it's a come together type of movie. But Ken Kwapis directed it and did a great job. Really pulled together a massive movie and made it. It's terrific. I think. Much more of a family type of movie, so it'll have that appeal, different from this one.
Yeah.
Thanks, I gotta wrap it up.
Okay.
What do you got? Yeah.
you're an accomplished musician,
Oh yeah.
right? Now, are you teaching your children also to do that too?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, because my daughter just got into playing the flute. She's 9 years
Oh,
old.
great.
So,
Has she 9?
yeah, she's 9. She just had like her whole, first big band
Yeah.
thing and stuff like that.
Oh,
so.
good. No, my son's 12 and plays cello like
Okay,
I do,
okay.
and my daughters are 3 and 2 and are showing signs of, being able to hear it all. So yeah, I'm born a musician and will die one, and I'm going to drag my kids through it with me for sure. They have no choice.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
All the best to your
Appreciate
family too. I
it. Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Right on.